All right, so we're going to continue on talking about the basic rules of logarithms. From yesterday, we started with that. And we didn't get all the way through it. So I would like to start off at this point here. Okay? So logarithms of powers. One of the things is, this is actually just kind of, you just need to read along to see how we get to the rule that we get to. Basically, this is saying log base b of 9 is the same thing as saying log base b of 3 to the second. You guys agree with that? Yes. Okay, so log base b of 3 times 3. Okay, 3 to the second is the same as 3 times 3. Then that's the same as saying log 3 plus log 3. Yeah. So how many of those do we have? 2. So we went from here to here, right? What happened to that? What happened to that power? It moved to the front. Okay, so let's look at log base b of 16. 16 is the same as saying 2 to the 4th, which is the same as saying log 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is the same as saying log 2 4 times. So notice that, once again, your exponent moved to the front. Okay, so the basic rule that we're talking about here is when you have log base b of x to the m power, it's the same as saying m log x.
Base B?
Yeah, base b. Okay, so basically you're just moving that little m to the front. Okay? All right, so let's look at this one. Using natural log of 17, the approximation being 2.833, find the value without using technology. Okay, so what do we already know about this exponent of 10? Yep, so we could say 10 natural log of 17. So if I were to rewrite this with the approximation they gave us, 10 times 2.833, what do we get?
28.
Yep, 28.33.
What would that be?
Wait, where does this
Yes.
see? Oh, wait, never mind.
All right, I'm going to make this a little bigger. It's kind of small. All right, so this one, natural log of the 4th root of 17. Now, I can write this as ln 17 to the 1/4, correct? That's the same thing.
Yes.
All right, so now what can I do with that?
Take 1/4.
Yep. Okay, so I know that it'll be 1/4 of 2.833. Wait, yeah. Okay, so this is the same thing as saying 2.833 divided by 4.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's going to be about 0.708.
So we'll get a calculator for this then.
Give you a second to get to be. To be or not to be. So far, this is 3 to the 3rd, right?
Yeah.
So 1/3 of log 3, which is the same as saying 1/3 of 0.477, which is about,
No, Ellen?
yep.
Wait, no, Ellen 3 is.
Yeah, this is a log, not ln.
Darn it.
Okay, so this one is the same as saying, please, this will be, say, log 300 to the 3rd.
But you just divide the 0.477 by 3.
Yeah.
For the first one?
That's what you did.
Oh.
Okay, and then this one is going to be 1/3 log of 300. But I can say log of 300 is the same as saying 3 times 100, can I not? Okay, so that'd be 1/3 of log 3 plus log 100. Okay, So this will be the same as saying 1/3 of 0.477. What is log of 100? 2.
Just kidding.
It's 10 to the what power?
That's
2. Yep. So this will be 1/3 of 2.477, which happens to be
You know, that's what I did the first time around, but then I did it.
I'm very
different.
Why do you have to pull it apart?
0.826.
Why can't you just do it?
All right, so now at this point, we're going to go backwards. We've been using the rules to find some answers. Now we're going to go backwards and put this back into one number. It's already been all split up for us. So we have a plus sign. We have a 2 in front of a log. So this would be the same as saying log of 40 plus log of 5 to the second, correct? So, because remember, this little 2 is going to go back here as an exponent.
We learned that
Yes.
last year.
Okay, so this will be the same as saying log of 40 plus log of 25. Now what? So now they'll be multiplying. So we're going backwards. So 4 times 25 is 100.
40.
Wait, why would you multiply? Oh, okay, never mind.
Because remember, when there's an adding, we're actually multiplying. Yeah.
Here it's 40.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 40.
I was confused.
So it'll be 1,000, right? Okay. All right. So now let's do the same thing with this one. You guys, in your worksheets, there was no fractions there. You need to write them in.
Well, wait, what's log of 1,000?
Log of 1,000 is 3, right?
Wasn't that our answer?
Yeah, you can write that down.
Oh, no, it's a log of the single.
Okay.
Wait, we have the exact same.
So you have that on your paper already? Okay, for some reason it didn't print on mine. I don't know why. Okay, so we can rewrite this. This one's kind of funny. We can write this as log of 3/5 times 5/2, right? Yes.
How did you get log of X log?
That's right here. The minuses. I haven't finished that yet. So we're going from a plus to a multiply. So I'm doing that right now. When you're multiplying two fractions, notice that I have a 5 here and a 5 here, so I can cancel that. So this is going to be the same as saying log base 2 of 3/2 minus log base 2 of 3. Now, if we're subtracting, what does that mean? Divide. So this will be log base 2.
Hold on. Wait, where's that last step go? Oh. You know,
So think about fractions here for a second. 3/2 divided by 3. That's like saying 3/1, right? Is the same as saying 3/2 times 1/3. When you divide a fraction, you multiply by its reciprocal. The 3's cancel. So the answer of this is log base 2 of 1/2. No, you just had to get back to original number. Okay, C is easier. Okay? The natural log, you're going to handle it the same exact way. So, this is just like saying natural log of 14 times 2 minus natural log of 7.
Wouldn't it be divided?
It will in a minute. So this will be natural log of 28, okay, minus natural log of 7, which equals natural log of 28 divided by 7, which is what?
4.
Yep. Natural log of 4. That's the answer for this one.
That makes sense.
Okay?
Try the last one by ourselves.
Yep, try it by yourself, and then we'll check. Okay, so if you look at the green, that's what you guys should have gotten. Okay, so 3 to the 5th is 243. 5 to the 5th is 3125.
I just need to rewrite the whole thing. I was way off.
See, I did that, but I didn't.
Like, I got the first part right. Can you explain that again?
Okay, so this first part, if you have 2 times something, that 2, once again, is going to be the power of that, right? The 5 will be the power of this one. Okay? So over here, once I do that, it's 1/2 to the second power is 1/4. 3/5 to the 5th power is 243 over 3125. Now I have this plus in between it, so that means I'm going to multiply those two together. 1/4 times this. So that's the same as saying log of 243 over 12,500.
So if I have it as decimal, is that okay?
All right. Okay, so for this part it says rewrite 1/3 natural log of t plus natural log of 5 as a single natural logarithm.
Is that basically the same thing?
Same thing that we just did. This is going to be our power now, right? 1/3 is going to go to that. So it'll be natural log of t to the 1/3 plus natural log of 5. So we have a plus. What's going to happen? Multiply. So it'll be natural log of t to the 1/3 times 5, which basically written a little bit prettier would be 5t to the 1/3. See if you guys can do the last one there. Freeze it. It's weird because that's decimal. Don't worry about it. Just do it the same way.
When they say U, do they actually mean T?
Nope. They say you.
What's the U?
Just consider it a different letter. Do the same manipulations.
Is this correct?
Yep. U to the what?
I thought it was subtracting.
No, because they're not the same base. You can't do that.
Oh, so I just leave it then?
Yeah. All right. So this is what I got.
Oh, wait. I'm not done yet. Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right.